Today I thought I'd go back to a type of video I've not done in quite some time, which is just going to be to do some quizzes here on Jetpunk. I said recently in a video that I would like to learn the Cyrillic script, and I have been spending some time in learning the Cyrillic script on Link by reading in languages such as Russian and Ukrainian. I have not sat down and looked at the alphabets specifically, but I have just been looking at words and seeing how the words are comprised of the different Cyrillic letters, so by that I can identify which letters make which sounds. And so I've actually got 5 different quizzes here, which I've kind of tried to order in terms of easiest to hardest quiz. Okay, I've decided to actually skip this first quiz just because it wasn't what I thought it was, and it was kind of a bit repetitive, me typing in Russian every single answer. So we're going to start this video here on this quiz instead. So we've only got 4 quizzes now for this video, which should still be enough anyway. In this quiz, we're going to be looking at Cyrillic languages. Essentially, how many Cyrillic languages can I recall from memory? There's this many. I don't know exactly how many that is, but probably about 15 or so. Let's just get into it and just start it. So we've got the obvious ones of Russian, which is all the way down there. I assumed it would have been in order of like how many speakers they have, but doesn't matter. Serbian, Belarusian. We have Bulgarian. We have, where else in that region have we got? Montenegrin, and what's the other one? There's like 2 more, I think they're counting that, but my mind's going a bit blank. Montenegro and okay, let's look at other countries. So are they gonna count like Kazakh and Turk? Is it Turkmen? No. Mongolian. What other? There's like 1 or 2 other languages, or like 1 or 2 other. Yeah, like 1 or 2 other Cyrillic languages within that kind of like area where Kazakhstan is. We've got Kyrgyz. I can't believe that there's more than this, unless they are counting like these minority languages, which can't say that I can remember much of them. You know what? I don't know if I know any other Cyrillic languages. That's crazy. This is going to be I've not prepared for this video. This is going to be such a fail. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's super early in the morning as well. Like, I've only just woken up. Not using that as an excuse, but kind of trying to use it as an excuse. My geography in my head is telling me that these are like the only languages that I can think of, essentially. I'm just going to give up. Alright, Macedonian, Rusin, Tajik, Tatar, Udmurt. I've heard of those ones. I've heard of Ossetian, but like, not to say that I would have ever got it. I've not heard of like these first ones here. The next few quizzes are actually going to test me on what I've been working towards, which is actually like studying the script itself. That was just for a bit of fun. Let's get started with this one. This one I have to recognize the countries when written in the Cyrillic script. Let's go. Start quiz. I'm going to take the timer off because it takes me a while to read in the Cyrillic script, because obviously it's a new script for me still, and it just takes me time to like try and process in my head. Obviously new scripts are not easy, but I do recognize the first 2 here. So we've got Russia and we've also got Ukraine. Right, this one, because you got like characters such as this first one, which has a little tail on the K, if you can see that. And I have not learned like these more unique and obscure characters. If I look at the other characters, I can kind of deduce that this is Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan. It could be Serbia? Yes. But it's spelled like this, if you were going to like literal transcript it, or transcribe, but what's the word? Like the S is the first letter here, etc. Serbia, is that how you say Serbia in Serbian? It's an interesting spelling. Right, we have Bulgari. Bulgaria. Right, here we have Mongolian. Mongolia, but Mongols. Again, is that how you say Mongolia in Mongolian? I have to look some of these up, I think. Next one we have Boccia I Herzegovina. Ah, I said Boccia because I read the H as an H, but it's actually N. Bosnia and Herzegovina, of course, with the only 3-letter or 3-word like phrase, country name or whatever. Here we have Tajikistan. Actually, I don't know what this one is. So I'm going to type in what I can translate it, like literally, like letter by letter. Now, this letter, I don't quite know. It's the closest one I know is like the CH. Stan. Tokistan? Yeah. I kind of cheated, to be honest, in like right clicking and pressing it. Tajikistan. And then the literal translation is there. Severna Macedonia. Would that just be North Macedonia? I don't know what the don't quite know how you say that in words, so this could be a bit more difficult. Kyrgyzstan. Oh, Kyrgyzstan. And that's apparently how it's transliterated. Belarus. We've got right, we haven't had this character, have we yet? That U. Right, if we ignore that, we got Rangora, Orangora, Trangora? No. Have we had it in another word? I feel like we've seen it, unless I'm... Alright, here for example, Herzegovina. Apparently it's just a S sound. So we've got Charnagorna, which is in English Montenegro. Of course, Gora, yeah, of course. So we've got Turkmenistan. Took me a second, but that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Kosovo. Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. These are actually a lot easier, some of them, to like understand. And then we've got Azerbaijan. Once you understand like the base Cyrillic script, like at least somewhat, like I still don't quite know the entirety of the Russian Cyrillic script, let alone like the more unique characters like this Y with the brev accent on top, for example, or the schwav here in Azerbaijan, or even this, is that a Y with like a line through the middle of the, not a Y, but you know what I mean, a Y looking character, more like a ch sound, but obviously these more unique characters that you get just within like this one language or whatever, you may not have seen these letters, and even though you may not know them, like you can still take a really good guess considering it, you know, it's a country name, and yeah, like you can, I don't know, you can just guess from the characters that you do know. It's quite interesting actually that I was able to read Turkmenistan, Kosovo, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, like without much of an issue. Right, moving on into the next Cyrillic script. This one's going to be cities in Cyrillic script. And what I've got here is that the languages are always going to be written in the official languages. And you've got a little example there just to show you. Obviously, Cyrillic does change per country typically. So this could be a little bit difficult. I'm going to start quiz, stop timer. And we're just going to go Moscow. And then we got Belgrade. And or is it pronounced Belgrade? Belgrade, I think, sounds more Slavic. I'm not really sure. We got Vladivostok. How do you spell it in English? Vladivostok. What am I doing? Alright, let's Vladivostok. Cool. We've got Sochi. I don't know where Sochi is. We've got I'd never learned this character. I forget what this character is. Like the X with the line in the middle. I wonder if I can figure this out regardless. So we've got. I'm gonna type in. Oh, Nizhny Novgorod. How do you spell Nizhny Novgorod? Nizhny. I don't know how to spell. There we go. Nizhny Novgorod. Yeah, the X character makes like a ZH. Novi Sad. I'm trying to like read them before I type them just because it helps me to really cement the Cyrillic in my head, essentially. We've got Tashkent. Because sometimes in Cyrillic this O can be an O or it can be an A, so it's... I guess you just have to kind of guess. I'm not really sure, but that O can sometimes be an A, or sometimes can be an O. Like, for example, spasiba or spasibo. Like, it depends on, like, I guess where in Russia you are, as opposed to if you say spasibo or spasiba. Almaty. Bishkek. We've got Ekaterinburg. Yekaterinburg, is that? Yekaterinburg. Try that again. Yekaterinburg. Right. Maybe I have to. It is Yekaterinburg. Yekatering. I need to get rid of that G. Cool. Yeah, I can never quite remember how to spell Yekaterinburg, but obviously it's without the G. Sofia. That was quite an easy one to identify quite quickly. Kiev is this? Kiev. Kyiv. Oh, so it's just an I, but it's because I'm getting confused because the backwards N is a Y in Ukrainian, but in Russian it's an I. So, yeah, it can cause some confusion. So here we're looking at I don't know how to say this one, but I know it's Ukrainian. Stopol. Sevastopol. I know this one's in the news a lot, but like I don't really know how to say it that well. We got Odessa. Here we got Norsotan. Skopje. Some of these are so weird to try and like read and like say in English. I don't know, it's just really interesting trying to like figure it all out in your head. Tiraspol. Ipkuts. Well, that's Kutsk. Is it because it's Ukrainian and that's actually Yakuts? Oh, wait. It's I'm getting confused. Ear cuts. Obviously, the P looking character is actually an R, which is where the confusion comes in because there's a few letters like that. Minsk. We've got Sankt, Saint, Peter's. Okay. Petersburg. How do you spell it? Yeah. Okay. Varna. Ulaanbaatar, or Ulaanbaatar, Dushanbe. It's going to be an H, isn't it? Dushanbe. That's my Polish influence coming in there with the SZ instead of SH. We've got Grodna. I don't know. There's some of these that I've not really heard of. I've never really heard of, like Irkutsk, I don't think. A lot of them I've heard of. On to the last quiz. This might be a bit difficult because I may not understand or I may not know these people. Whereas cities and countries, like, I just know so I can make educated guesses. But here, I'm probably not going to know a lot of these people. These are probably going to be people of history of, like, the Cyrillic countries. I'm guessing. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping that there's going to be ones like Harry Potter or James Bond or whatever. But likelihood is that it's going to be like people of interest for the Cyrillic history, which I know really nothing about. But I just wanted to see how well I could, like, guess names from reading the Cyrillic. Okay, I'm going to turn the timer off as well, again, for this one, because it's just going to be, I won't be able to get them all, I don't think, in 5 minutes. Vladimir Putin. If I spell it right, that is. Vladimir. Oh. Okay, well, the first one is still Vladimir. I just jumped I spelled it wrong again. Vladimir. Vladimir. Lenin. Oh, of course, yeah, there's Lenin. I jumped to conclusions, to be honest, with the Putin. Obviously, this one here is Vladimir Putin. I just saw Vladimir and just assumed Putin. Okay, here we have... I'm going to type these in as we go. Iosif Stalin. Well, this is Joseph. How is that Joseph? Unless that's meant to be more like a Y sound. Joseph Stalin. I'm not sure. Probably sometimes there are, like, I don't know, differences with names or something. I don't know. Lev Tolston. What was the end? Tolstoy. Yeah, I see what, like, Lev, but then I guess the English version is Leo. Lev Tolstoy. Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin. He's an astronaut, but how do you spell Yuri? Yuri. Just like that. Okay, Yuri Gagarin. See, but like here, the Russian way of spelling it is slightly different. So probably, I mean, I kind of knew Yuri Gagarin actually, but that's just on the off chance that I'm quite interested in, like, space and that kind of thing. But like a lot of these, I'm sure I'm not going to get. Is that Piotr? Piotr? Is that how it would be spelled? Peter. Oh god, this one's not going to work, is it? Chankov. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that one. Like, they're very forgiving with the misspelling, I must say. Piotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. He's actually, now that I see the word Tchaikovsky, is this the guy that's the composer? Russian composer? I recognize Tchaikovsky as being like a old-time musical composer. Nikita. What's the X? Is that just H? Yov. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work out. I don't know this one because unless we just, I know, but the CH is that other character. I think the X is just a H. And then it's this one, which I think is like, but I don't know. And then Yov, but I don't recognize the name either. Nikita, I can't say I recognize that name. Ivan, it's literally giving me Ivan the Terrible just from Ivan. Okay, we'll roll with that. Boris Gorbachev. Gorbachev. Chev. It wouldn't just be Chev, would it? Is that is a yo? Chov. Gorbachev. Boris Gorbachev. I mean, that's how I'm reading it, and I've just realised I'm mixing up the names. Okay, let's try again. Boris. Oh wait, what's this? Is it? I'm getting confused. Wait, I forget what this character is to you. I recognise Boris as being like a name from like some kind of Russian person, but I can't say that I recognise the second name. I'll have to leave that for now. Let's move on into Mikhail Gorbachev. See, this one could be Leo again. Leo or Lev Trotsky. Trotsky. I forgot what this character is because it's really not. It's not one that I've studied. I'm not gonna lie. I have to leave that one as well. Vladimir. I've done it again. What the hell? Vladimir. Vladimir Habokov. Alright, I've mixed up the H and the N again. Nabokov. Vladimir Nabokov. We've got Gary Why have I got a Kasparov. Unless Gary is spelled with a Y. Yeah. Gary Kasparov. Dmitry, I'm assuming Dmitry. Or is it just spelled 2 I think O-Y-I? I-Y. Mendeleev. Dmitry Mendeleev. That kind of rings a bell, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, literally I just need to get rid of the Y. Okay. We're only halfway down the names and we've got some of them that are missing as well. Okay. Igor Stavinsky. Igor Stravinsky. Not sure if I've heard that name or not, to be honest. Ivan Pavlov. Is that the Pavlov dog guy? Ivan Pavlov. Let's just go for Leonid. And this one was S-H. Was it S-H? Have I done it in this quiz? Can I look at another name? Nope. Oh, I can't remember. Oh no, it was ZH, wasn't it? Brezhnev. Leonid Brezhnev. God, my brain is actually really like I'm really struggling right now. This is way too much, I think. I have got Cyrillic overload right now in my brain. Fedor. Because I thought that E with the two dots was a yo, but I could just be getting confused because I'm looking at another one and it's just apparently an E. But again, in names, things could be different anyway. Anyway. Dostoevsky. Wow, my typing right now. I'm going to retype that whole word. Let's try that again. Dostoevsky. Okay, where Dosto. It was a yo. Fyodor. But in some names it's not a yo. I guess Cyrillic isn't 100% phonetic, but that kind of makes it even more difficult to try and figure stuff out when you don't even know what names you're translating. Nur Sultan. Oh, Nur Sultan. Okay, this is probably who the city is named after. Nazabarev. Interesting. Vyacheslav Molotov. Okay. Ignore the B at the beginning. Vyacheslav Molotov. Wonder if the Molotov cocktail was named after this guy. We've got Boris Johnson. No, I'm joking. Boris Pasternak. Boris Pasternak. Dmitry Medvedev. What? This is an interesting word. Medvedev. Dmitry. Well, I spelled Dmitry right because we've got that first name from someone else. How have I got Medvedev? I mean, I've spelled it how I should be. Dmitry. But that one's spelled with a Y. There must be a crossover between like a Russian and Ukrainian or something like that. Unless, I'm not really sure. Why is the same name in English being translated two different ways even? I'm not even sure. Surely you'd keep it the same. I'm not sure. Alexandra Pushkin. Alexandra. I mean, are they expecting me to kind of somehow Pushkin? Are they expecting me to somehow be able to just know the spelling? Alexandra. I mean, I've typed it exactly how it's meant to be, and it's not. Because they expected me to put in E in between the D and the R. There's no E there. Okay, anyway, I got it, so it's fine. Nikolai Gogol. Nikolai Gogol. Okay. That was easy. Modest. Mostoprski. Prsk. And I've done it again. P. Actually, R. G. Wait. Wait. SOR. We've got SOR, and then we've got GSK. Okay, let's try. Okay, cool. That was a confusing one. There was a lot of similar letters that I've overlapped with each other. Valentina Tereshkova. Balestina Tereshkova. Oh my god, I am terrible with the B's and V's. Valentina. Yeah, I need to like try and remember. Like I know the V, but like, it's just, I don't know. Mikhail Kalashnikov. I mean, where have we gone wrong here? Mikhail, I'm quite happy with. Kalash, and then we've got Nikov. Or where possibly could I change this? Kalash. Okay, Mikhail Kalashnikov. Kalishnikov. It sounds like Kalishnikov. Kalishnikov. Is that how you spell it? Like the gun. The Kalishnikov. Unless Kalashnikov. Oh my god. Kalashnikov. Okay, for some reason that one's not working. We'll have to have a look at it after. Maxim Gorky. Maxim Gorky. Again, I don't know how it's spelled in English. If only we could remember what this is, or like whatever. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. 23 out of 28. Let's give up and have a look to see the ones we've failed on. So Boris Yeltsin. So that's like a TS sound. Boris Yeltsin. And then we got Trotsky. Yeah, so that new looking character is like a T sound. So, oh, Maxim Gorky. I mean, it's spelled Maxim, obviously, not the English way, but I mean, I typed it how it was spelled in Russian, but in the English way. So I obviously put like a KS. Mikhail Kalashnikov even. Okay, well, I'm quite happy with that, considering I don't really know many of these people, and obviously, like, I've just been studying like the Cyrillic script only like as a part-time thing, like Russian and Ukrainian Cyrillic script, like mainly, and I just thought it'd be a fun little video for me to sit down and kind of test my knowledge on the Cyrillic script to see how far I've come. And honestly, like, for me to be able to read a lot of these as well as in the other quizzes as well, was a real fun thing for me to be able to do. And honestly, I was quite surprised that I was able to read a lot of these things. Some of them actually came quite naturally, and others it took me quite a long time to sort of decipher and to translate in my head. But obviously with it being a script that I'm only like a month into, that's basically the goal that I had with being able to learn and read in the Cyrillic script, was just to be able to do what I've done today. I would like to be a bit more better at being able to read and just read without much difficulty when it comes to like translating in my head. Obviously I still do get like letters that are similar in look mixed up, but obviously with me being only a month into learning the Cyrillic script, that is inevitable. My only goal from here is just to continue reading in this script, or whenever I see a word in this script online, for example, or like a short sentence, that I'll just give my best to try and read it, which I do in my head anyway when I'm scrolling social media or whatever. So that's like my main goal. I've kind of achieved being able to read in the Cyrillic script now. I'm going to probably try and learn a new script at some point in a month or two, whether that be Arabic or Hangul or Greek or some other script, I'm not sure yet. For now, I think I'm just going to continue reading in the Russian and Ukrainian language especially, but just in general the Cyrillic script, and try and get an overall idea of like the sounds that each of the individual letters make, because obviously as you saw in this particular quiz, there are some characters that still threw me off because they're not characters in the Russian or Ukrainian language, but they may be characters in, for example, Serbian or Bulgarian or Mongolian, for example, which are a bit more obscure, and these are languages that I've not actually properly looked into in regards to like reading in their particular Cyrillic script. So thank you for watching this video. It was just a fun little video. I like doing quizzes online and stuff like this, especially on Jetpunk, and also there's Sporkle, which I sometimes do as well. And to be honest, I didn't know what other video to do for today, and I didn't want to just push out a pretty badly quickly edited or whatever video, so I thought this would be a fun little video for me to do, as I've not done one in a while. Yeah, let me know what videos you'd like to see me do, languages and whatnot, and with all other way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one for another video. Until then, have a good one and peace out.